on the inside. First time on the inside, 'cause I'm on the road now. It's
That's
mad,
what I'm
right?
seeing this thing. I'm like, I'll be paying this boy good, you know. I'll be paying him big
It's
bucks.
not me, it's Tundi's the money man. Tundi's made
All
it.
them man are driving about in Rolls Royces and everything, and he'll only pull up in his little cranky Range Rover.
All right, calm down, man. You're talking out the brand. Listen, Johnny Nelson, here's a man that's held your title that you had in the past as WBO World Cruiserweight Champion. Do you think Lawrence Okolie is doing justice to the crown that you once held?
You know what? I think be careful what you wish for, is what they say. And Chris Billam-Smith, he said he's put it out there. I want to fight him. I want to fight him. Now Lawrence has just gone out there. He's been out in the ring for over a year. Now he's back again, back in the mix. He got the boos. He got the upsets from the public, but he's back in again. He's given Chris what he wants in Bournemouth. So he's going to the Lions Den. Not many fighters want to do that, especially for the champion. It's like there's no arrogance or ego there. He thinks I'm going to fight you there because this is how confident I am in beating you. So now when they go to Bournemouth now, for Chris it's a lift because Chris had a choice of trying to get him with one of the other champions or fighting Lawrence. So he believes he's grown. He believes he's seen something in Lawrence. He believes there's something in Lawrence that he's got Lawrence's number. And Lawrence is taking this fight because he thinks I've always got your number. So this isn't one of those do your mate a favour fights. This is a fight where both fighters really want this because this is Chris's dream in front of his home crowd. So he's not going to go in there just to make the numbers up, think I'm going to box a world title because he could have boxed for one of the other titles. For Lawrence, he's going to Chris's hometown and he knows for a fact if he loses, he's in the who needs him club. Because if he ain't got no title, his style is that unorthodox, he's that powerful, he's that awkward, that nobody want to fight him. So right now, they're fighting because they've got to fight him. So therefore, you've got two fighters that are going in for this fight, and they need this fight no matter what.
Who do you think's going to win? Because you were very critical of Lawrence on his last performance.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you said that
Okay,
Richard Rappaport would beat him. Where did you put? Did you say that Chris Billam-Smith would beat him as well? Did you say that? Did you say? I'm just asking.
That Chris would beat Lawrence?
Yeah.
No.
Did you say that?
No.
So, well, you did say that Richard Rappaport would beat Lawrence Okolie.
On that performance, yeah.
On that performance.
Yeah.
So
because Lawrence looked like he didn't have his confirmation, got to have his act together because he was stuck in between. Now the issue here is Chris knows he can't box Lawrence long here because Lawrence punches hard. He's strong. He knows his best bet is to get up close, but not too close. So Lawrence smothers his work and his work. He's got to be in punching distance so he can get the power shots off. That's a case of who's stronger on the inside. Now I was talking to the Zim brothers, and they say actually Lawrence is so strong. You should see how he manhandles Daniel Dubois. So this man's naturally, instinctively strong. So if you're asking me who I'll go for, I go for Lawrence Okolie. I think Lawrence Okolie has the power. I think he has the unorthodox style, and I think he has the real true confidence. And his win is not just about beating Chris; it's also about beating Shane. He wants to beat Shane. It's like student and master. I'm going to show you, you're not smarter than me. I've outsmarted you. And that he said, it's about beating Shane as well. So he has to motivate. And look, he killed him with kindness. Chris come all suited and booted, trying to be stern and hard. And Lawrence hugged him, man. Chris put his hand and hugged him. Kill him with kindness. You got to switch it up. That's what he did.
Okay. We're going down the line as well. So we've got Mikel Lawal defending his British, another crown that you famously held when you beat Andy Strawn.
Yeah.
In April of '89.
You keep frightening with those stats you got.
Right, yeah. In the tent, that was on the undercard of Nigel Benn versus Michael Watson.
Yeah.
Right, so he's now defending his crown against Isaac Chamberlain. How do you see that fight going, Johnny?
So Isaac Chamberlain has got more experience. Isaac Chamberlain has a better boxing IQ. Isaac Chamberlain has been in with one of the biggest punchers in the world as a sparring partner, as in Deontay Wilder. So even though Lawal has the punch power, Isaac Chamberlain has been in with bigger, more brutal, more dangerous foes. I think Isaac Chamberlain, his boxing ability should come off. And the problem is this: Isaac Chamberlain has come second place against Lawrence Okolie, against Chris Billam-Smith.
And Billam-Smith.
And I see it, and I think he's got that sparring partner mentality where he's happy to come second place when the pressure's on. He now needs to turn this thing round because he's boxing for a British title. He can't afford to be comfortable coming second place when it gets hard. He's got to dig in deep to make sure he's first place. This is that fight. This is that fight that'll give him something to fight for. I believe he'll beat Lawal, and I think he'll beat him on points.
You think he'll beat Lawal, yeah?
Yeah, I
That's
think
what you're
he'll
going
beat
for.
Lawal.
Yeah. So okay, that's a sound prediction from Johnny Nelson, and Johnny, also on you on a personal level. I've heard you've been recently you've been quite outspoken about the passing of your mum. It's been a year and a half now, coming up a year and a few months now since your mother passed away. And what advice would you give to anybody who's going through bereavement at this
time and grief is so hard to deal with, and it's so hard. There's no textbook for it. There's no textbook of how to deal with it. You can try and busy yourself with work, busy yourself in the gym, busy yourself and not talk to people. You've got to talk out that grief, talk to a loved one, talk to somebody, because if you keep it in your head, looping it in your head, it's going to mad you up. It's going to mad you up. So you've got to talk to someone, and the more you talk about it, the easier it is for you to talk about it. I used to struggle to talk about my mum, but as time goes on, you talk about mum and you think, you know what? You look at the positive. It will always burn you. It will always hurt you. But one thing you've got to do is you've got to talk, because if you keep it there, it's going to mad you up. And so to me, it's not even been that long. But you know what? I think of the good things. I think of the little things. I talk to her, I pray to her, and that's just how you do it.
Johnny Nelson, former WBO cruiserweight champion and Britain's second longest ever reigning world champion. You've been on the inside.
Peace.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
bro.
man. Anytime.